It was a game made for casuals to try and beat their friends at parties. But soon after its release, people saw something different. Something deep and complex, something that even 23 years later is still being dug through, and new things being discovered nearly every day by an underground community that once thrived on the very top, on the news, and on huge stages. This is Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is not your Smash Bros. This is not the game you grew up with. This game's speed and technicality is still to this day unmatched by any other. Top players retire due to hand injuries. The stories found here, the rivalries between legends, people wondering if Armada came back, would he still be the best? The game continues to evolve even 23 years later. Characters once thought to be unviable winning tournaments, or in the case of AMSA, getting to number 4 in the world with this guy. And you might be thinking, but we've got a better game to play, with more characters. And to that, I say, right. This game isn't for everyone, but for the ones who think it's interesting, who want to get started, or maybe you're not sure, here's a few words from some of my favorite players.
You want me to wrap up Smash, like as a whole?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
You want me to wrap up all of Smash? It means so much to me, and I really do think it was important. I really do think it was important, but you're asking me why? Well, it was a chance for us to be somebody. It was a chance for all of us to be somebody, and that was a big deal.
Most of my conscious life, I've been playing Smash. Like, it's this cliche statement, but it's more than a game. Like, it's literally part of my life. Most of my close friends, most of my best friends I've made through Smash. It also just shows, like, I feel like the reason I get along so well with Smashers is it shows their excellent judgment, but they chose to play this amazing game. So, I mean, there's partly that, but, it's just, it brings people together that otherwise would not have been brought together. Like, that I was saying earlier about, how we met DA and everything, like, there's no reason for me as like a 13-year-old high school kid to be hanging out with like these 20-year-olds Bronx people, but it happened and it was awesome, and we actually got along and laughed with each other and stuff. I really like the fact that it brings together people from every walk of life, really, except girls, but we'll work on that too.
We understand that the small details, the small intimate interactions we have in these very small meetups and small Smash Fest and tournaments make a really big impact, a really big deal on how we can communicate or how we can bond outside of that context. It's not about the Smash. Wobble said this to me a few days ago. He said, Smash Brothers is like an art form. It actually isn't about being the best. It isn't about winning. It isn't about learning matchups or competing in tournaments. It's about turning up at a venue with a game you all love and care about and playing it really cool. Just making it an art form. Just perform kick-ass awesome shit. Do awesome combos, invent stuff, be creative. Yeah, and I think that's why we cheer and we rave. That's why we bond. That's why we make friendships. That's why we hang out in hotel rooms and lobbies at 4 a.m. drinking and talking about God knows what. It's not because we play Smash Brothers. It's actually because we're just friends.